said if you had
Easy.
the ace.
Well,
But it's your partner.
I mean, you could, if you had the ace, you could overtake and lead it back theoretically.
Is this new?
Although there may be no need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You would do that if you had ace double top typically. Ace
Oh,
third.
that's right, that's your
Yeah.
partner. Yeah,
All right. Maybe this will be a little easier when you see what declare holds. If you're declaring this hand in the south and the opening lead is the king, and you play small from dummy, and your right hand opponent plays small, do you know what you're supposed to do here? When you have ace jack little? Declare, you know what's going on, right? You know lefty has king, queen, and maybe the 10.
You play the 6.
Declare, you know that lefty doesn't have the jack because it's in your hand. All right, you're actually supposed to duck here. And I'm afraid to say this because some of you do the practice duck way too often. This is not a practice duck. This is a situation where you should duck. You are trying to bait the defense into a mistake. Don't you want a continuation? Wouldn't you love it if they continued their queen or a small one so that you could get 2 diamonds? This has a name. Does anybody know what it's called? It's called a Bath coup. It is specifically for this holding. You have ace jack, your left-hand opponent has king queen. What this person needs to do is lay off. They need to not continue a diamond. And then either have you play the diamonds yourself, or if East gets in, let East play a diamond through the ace jack so that it doesn't cost the defense a trick, right? That's why you duck in this situation. Now, if you have an ace third, no jack, it would do you no good to duck because your ace is getting dislodged and you have what looks like 2 losers in this, right? This is a very important attitude situation. When partner leads king, if you have ace or jack, it is safe to encourage. If you do not hold one or both of those cards, you've got to script. This is a situation that is critical to tell partner, lay off that suit. Do not continue the queen or a small one, or only bad things will happen. So partner's got to find another card to play. On this hand, it doesn't matter. They could switch to a club. That's actually safe. It gives nothing away. They could switch to a trump. That gives nothing away. They could even switch to a heart. Your partner on this deal has the ace of hearts. If they wanted, they could play ace of hearts and a heart because dummy has king jack and you have the queen. You probably don't even care that much looking at your hand what partner switches to, as long as they don't continue a diamond. This is a situation where we need to recognize that discouraging signal is really important. Go back to what we talked about at the beginning. The discouraging signal is much more forceful than the encouraging signal. So if you play standard carding, get that 3 on the table. The 2 is in dummy. There should be no confusion here about your intent. You are telling partner, got nothing in diamonds. Don't do this again. And then usually what happens is partner doesn't get any out because you're not paying attention. No, we're gonna trust the partner is gonna figure this out and switch to something else. And this is just straight up attitude, encouraging or discouraging. You're not suggesting any other specific suit. You're just saying, partner, do something intelligent that does not involve continuing diamonds. Take your pick. Anything else is better than continuing diamonds, which is true on this hand. Partner actually can't blow a trick in any other suit on this particular layout, other than by continuing. All right, let's see here. You know, just to make sure that we have appropriate time, I think let's get into our count and our suit practice. If there is only one situation where you are delivering count signals, this is the situation. We're going to have South declare 3 no trump on a very straightforward auction of 1 no, 3 no, which doesn't tell the defense a whole lot.
Do you have a bid on that last one?
All right. Your partner's opening lead is the king of spades. And this is what shows up in the dummy. All right, so just the minimum to go to game, right? But a good 10 points. 5-card club suit in the dummy. Seems like a reasonable choice. Do you like partner's lead? I do. You are sitting over here with Jack 9-3 of spades. So maybe partner's leading from King Queen 10, since you have the Jack, and we see the ace on the board. A little something in hearts. A little something in diamonds. And you have the ace third of clubs. All right, so it looks like Declare has only one spade stopper, right? And partner is leading from King Queen, and we have the Jack. Sure looks like partner's gotten off to a good lead, right? So when Declare plays the 5 from dummy at trick 1, you're going to do what? You're going to encourage, right? Now we're at trick 1, so this is attitude. It's still attitude time because we're at trick 1. So when you play the 9 and Declare has ducked their ace, partner's going to say, oh, looks like partner has the Jack. So let's say they continue a small one since you have shown the Jack and Declare ducks again. You're going to win your Jack and you're going to play another spade. And go ahead and knock out that spade stopper. Now the spades aren't splitting horribly. Let's say everybody follows to the first 3 rounds. So partner started off with a 4-card spades. Okay, we're not getting rich. When partner gets in, they can cash 1 more spade. Great, we haven't beaten the hand yet. But aside from the fact that partner had King Queen of spades and you had the Jack, why is this such a good lead? I think I heard it.
Took away the entry to the clubs.
Killed the entry to the clubs. You're looking at the ace of clubs, right? So you know that Declare's clubs are not good until the ace is out. Is there a chance we can cut Declare off from the dummy completely? We've got to wait to take our ace though, right? If partner had led anything other than a spade, we wouldn't have a story. Because if partner had led a heart or a diamond, then it looks like that's something Declare would win at trick 1, and they would immediately go to work on the clubs and knock out your ace, and it wouldn't matter how long you waited around to take your ace, because they would have a sure entry to the dummy with the ace of spades. So I wouldn't like our chances to beat 3-0 on any lead other than a spade. But your partner has found the lead, albeit a natural lead, your partner has found the lead to kill dummy's 1 outside entry. Now you have a chance to kill the dummy. So this is where your count comes in. So Declare wins the ace the 3rd round, and they immediately start playing on their clubs. Now, if Declare happens to have 4 clubs, can you kill the dummy?
No.
No, because even if you wait until the 3rd round to take your ace, Declare can still get there. But we don't worry about that situation because we can't control it. So declare, we said, just had nothing in spades. Ace, king. 9, 8, and 6. Okay. This is where count comes in. Anytime you have an opportunity to kill the dummy, it is very important to get a count signal. Now, you might get this right on your own without partner giving you any help. It probably can't hurt you to duck 2 clubs anyhow, even if you miss or you're not paying attention to partner's count signal. But remember, sometimes that ace of clubs is in the other hand, and you're the one giving count. And so you need to help partner. So declares on dummy with that ace of spades, and they start with the king. Well, you're not covering. So go ahead and play your 4. You can go ahead and give honest count 2. Remember, declare is attacking their long suit, so we are giving count. Because attitude doesn't serve much purpose here, right? Your partner's signal is the most important. Your partner holds the 7 and the 3 of clubs. So it goes king, small, small, and partner's going to give you the 7. It's a fairly high spot card. You can't see the 9 and the 8, right? So the 7 looks like it might be high, but it could be low, right? We're trying to figure out, what kind of echo is this? Is partner starting a high-low to show 2 clubs? Or does partner have 3? If partner had 3 clubs, it would actually be safe to win the second club, wouldn't it? Like if declare had only a small doubleton? Although that seems unlikely. So we see what looks like the beginning of a high-low. And we're like, all right, well, if partner has 2, then we need to wait to win our ace until the 3rd round, right? So they continue the queen, and you're going to refuse that ace again. You're going to play the 5. Declare's going to play another spot, and now partner completes the echo with the 3. Dummy is now dead, isn't it? Declare can play another club and knock out your ace, but they're never getting back. And how many tricks does declare have? Not 9. They're going to come up a trick short, aren't they? They needed 4 club winners to make 3 no. And in fact, since declare knows they're not getting back to the dummy, maybe they don't even bother knocking out the last club. Now they need a small miracle. So they take a heart finesse. Okay, well, fine. They can score their jack of hearts, their ace king of hearts, but the 3 won't be a winner. Because it's smaller than your 3. Notice there are 2 3 of hearts on this one. Nobody caught that. But you have queen 10 4 of hearts. So declare only has 3 heart winners. You have the queen jack 3rd of diamonds, right? So they could take their ace king of diamonds. How many tricks do they have? Well, they've taken 2 clubs because you ducked twice, right? 2 clubs, ace of spades, ace king jack of hearts, ace king of diamonds. That's 8 tricks. They're a trick short. You're only making 3 no if you make a defensive error and take your club 2s. So this is where count becomes really important. If there is one and only one situation where you play count, it should be in a situation where you're like, ooh, dummy doesn't have any entry left outside of the long suit. We had a similar hand come up yesterday, but it turned out dummy did have an entry no matter what, and it didn't matter. But it's not going to hurt you to give accurate count. What if that is your club holder? And we'll just give you, another card in the diamond suit. All right. Well, when they play the king of clubs, start your high-low. In case partner has the ace of clubs, and partner needs to know how long to hold, right? So when they play the king, play your 5. Partner will look at that and hopefully duck their ace, and then wait for the queen of clubs to be played for you to follow with the 4, complete your echo, and partner sees the high-low, and they're like, oh, better not take the club yet. Because declare, declare started with 3. And then look on the second round of the suit, if partner shows out, if partner had a singleton club, meaning declare started with 4, then there was nothing you could do about it anyhow. So win your ace whenever, because you're not stopping 3 now. That's why a lot of times, incidentally, if you're trying to decide, and this could come up whether you just play kind of a natural situation like I open a no trump and you jump to 3 clubs or 3 diamonds as a natural and invitational bid, which some of you may play, or if you have taken it a step further and you've gotten into your 4-suit transfers where you transfer to the minors, and the no trump bidder is trying to decide, yeah, you know, should I try 3 no? Should I super accept partner's minor? And we're trying to decide, you know, what should we bid 3 no? Your main issue is, could we run this suit with possibly without an outside entry? So that's why a lot of times you don't just want to have a doubleton when partner shows a long minor, because you want to make sure that you can get back to the dummy. So that's why when we talk about, you know, accepting a game try, like sometimes partner shows a long minor, but if we accept the game try, we accept it in 3 no, not in 5 with the minor, right? So that's why we usually like you to have like at least ace third or king third, or you know, some good 3 or longer card holding to an honor. So to make sure that you can run that suit, right? If you have, even honor doubleton, if you don't have the ace and partner doesn't have the ace, that suit may not run, right? Because they may be able to cut you off from dummy's long suit. So. Any questions about that? I said, if you only play count in one situation in your whole life, this is the time to play. To make sure that you don't make a mistake and give declare easy access to a source of tricks and dummy when you might have prevented it.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
suit
doubleton
preference.
isn't a
Change
ace and
gears
a
for
little,
the,
and you're screwed.
The last of the primary signal types. Because I know Ellen is chomping at the bit there, because I teased this. Suit preference you're using when attitude and count aren't useful. And we talked about the first situation. Defending a suit contract, and a singleton shows up in the dummy. Part 2, we use suit preference to indicate an entry in our hand when we're giving partner a ruff. So sometimes partner makes a lead and it screams, I'm a singleton. And you've got a little length in that suit. Dummy's got some cards in that suit. You know, this is not a suit that partner has bid. And you see this and it's very suspicious to everyone at the table, but boy, that sure looks like it might be a singleton. And let's say you are fortunate enough to have the ace, where you can win that and give partner a ruff right away. And there might be a chance to give partner multiple ruffs if we could get back in your hand again. So when you give partner the ruff, and we'll see this in an example, when you give partner the ruff, you get an opportunity, you have a signal available to say, partner, this is how you get back to my hand if you want another ruff. Those are your 2 key suit preference situations. Now, let's talk about reading the suit preference signal. So, we can create a binary situation here. Because we're eliminating two suits, right? We're eliminating the suit that was led, like in this first situation, right? Singleton shows up in the dummy, we eliminate that suit. We say, that's not one of the suits we're considering leading again. And then we eliminate the trump suit. Now this is not to say, by the way, that suit preference is absent from defending no trump, because it definitely could come up in some, some more murky situations, I guess, in no trump. But most of your suit preference signals are going to come when you're defending a suit contract. So the idea is we eliminate two suits and then help partner choose which of the other two suits to lead.